Hello everyone! If you love watching excavation documentaries or enjoy Indiana Jones-style movies, this compilation's right up your alley. Explore mysterious locations, discover historical treasures, and get ready for an exciting journey. A classic Porsche was just waiting to be discovered, but the guy definitely didn't anticipate stumbling upon such an awesome surprise in a deserted barn. This dude hit the jackpot by treating his discovery with care and scored an old school sports car. A total gem for those who love rare rides. Your house may be much bigger than you think, and the woman who bought a home built 200 years ago can now vouch for that. She noticed a slab under the stairs and a suspicious secret door. The path led to this unexpectedly spacious room. Nobody's sure why it was kept a secret, but the woman was thrilled with the find, and her living area nearly doubled in size. So you should check it out. Maybe there's a secret door in your house too. A motorcyclist was just riding around and taking pictures of his cool bike until he found a strange package in one of the pictures.
So, guys, I found this right here. I don't know if you can see it.
He immediately went back there and found the package, inside of which were $10,000, a flash drive, and a strange note.
What is this?
The biker did the right thing and called the police to report the suspicious find. A wise move, don't you think?
I don't know what else to do.
Take a look at this. A seemingly regular ruined old brick building turned out to be hiding more than meets the eye.
Хочу сказать сразу, это очень опасное место. 5-6. Нам нужно будет спуститься вниз, потому что тут уже не стоит никаких ракет.
If you're a fan of abandoned buildings, picture the pure joy these guys had when they stumbled upon a real missile silo. It might be empty now, but just think, there used to be a secret base with actual nuclear
Сюда
missiles.
сразу вот на это. А тебе там не очень-то и удобно будет. Ну все, на данный момент мы ждем, пока командный пункт с разобранными шкафами.
Объект достаточно надежный, вроде не сильно сложный, если соблюдать меры безопасности.
Ну тебе нравится тут?
A dude in Australia hopped on his boat for a chill river ride. Little did he know he was about to stumble upon an even cooler boat. A fishing boat that looks long abandoned, and the mere sight of it gives you goosebumps. What should you do? Get inside, of course. Weirdly enough, it seems like the entire crew has mysteriously disappeared. Let's cross our fingers that it's just a quirky adventure for the cameraman and not the start of a scary movie. Now this is a hidden gem that could make any wine lover jump for joy. Some explorers came across an old bar, thought they'd take a peek at the basement just in case, and their gut feeling was right. They found a basement filled with dozens of gallons of alcohol. Any guesses on the rough price of one bottle? Share your estimates in the comments. Let's be honest, you probably wouldn't have considered going in there yourself. But this dude got the idea to see what was inside, and like a character in a game, he unlocked a whole new spot. Check out what a 1,000-year-old tree looks like from the inside. Pretty cool, huh? Can you turn a $500 investment in an abandoned storage unit into a jackpot? Well, it happened for one lucky guy in this video. He decided to buy an old storage unit, hoping to find something valuable, and boy was he in for a surprise when he found a safe inside with $6 million in it. I imagine his hands were shaking as he counted the bills. Fishing isn't just about catching fish, it's the unexpected discoveries that make it exciting. Take these fishermen on a boat, for instance. They spotted a container in the open sea and thought it might have dropped off a cargo ship. Imagine their surprise when they found it packed to the brim with cigarette cartons. I bet the smokers on that boat were thrilled with the unexpected haul. Picture any garage you've stepped into. Think raw concrete walls, a bunch of tools, and perhaps a worn-out couch. However, these dudes hit the jackpot. Instead of a usual mess, they stumbled upon a 1959 Lincoln Continental. This unique car sat in this box for years, just waiting for someone to bring it back to life. And guess what? The guys did it! They managed to revive the car and get it running for the first time since '93. The guy in the video usually goes beachcombing with his metal detector and usually comes across things like chains, utensil fragments, or coins. However, this time he stumbled upon something totally unexpected: a 14-pound World War II anti-tank shell. Quick thinking led him to call the cops and the bomb squad. They showed up, defused the shell, and maybe saved some future beachgoers. Dreaming of seeing a jet airplane in person? Welcome to the swamp. That's where a guy found a one-of-a-kind Canadian supersonic CF-5 fighter. Yes, it could be put in a museum, but it looks even cooler in this environment. Don't you agree?
No engines, nothing's on. It's for fire training here.
I feel like it's about time to take more walks in the woods. Seems like the coolest discoveries happen there. It's kind of crazy to think about, but once upon a time, people really enjoyed this dim, musty room. In the thick of World War II, this bunker was the only escape, and it's still full of everything you'd need for living. The place has a cool vibe, and you can pick up on it just by taking a peek inside. Opening a 180-year-old safe you stumbled upon is no walk in the park, especially when you have no clue how to crack it. Yet, this guy's determination and tools proved to be up to the challenge. In the safe, he discovered bills dating back to 1864, along with coins, jewelry, and Civil War weapons. A true blast from the past. What do you think you might find in an abandoned park?
I thought it'd be. Oh, I got some guys.
I'm guessing finding a big shark body in a tank wasn't on your list, but that's exactly what a group of guys stumbled upon in the video.
Yeah. Oh god, that is bloody horrifying. Yeah. Jesus.
Amidst arcade machines and toys, there was a shark in a container. Sure, it's been dead for a while and preserved in formaldehyde, but that doesn't make the discovery any less creepy. Any ideas on keeping yourself entertained during work hours? How about finding a secret safe? During the renovation of the house, the workers found something suspicious in the floor, worked some magic and pulled a box out of a thick layer of concrete. It actually had hundreds of old coins inside. They might not be worth a fortune, but they've got a ton of historical value. Tired of the same old fishing? Ditch your fishing rod for a neodymium magnet attached to a rope and get ready for an exciting catch. For example, you can catch a real gun or a rifle. In this case, it's best to take a cue from these considerate fishermen and let the catch go. Bringing it home is not a good idea. Check out what the Marine Patrol pulled in after the storm. They found a small yacht on the beach, and turns out that it was abandoned. Nobody's sure about its future, but those guys might end up keeping it as a little reward for their hard work. A car graveyard is not such a rare place, but what about a train graveyard? That's exactly the place the guy in this video got lucky enough to explore. While some might see it as a collection of ancient locomotives, enthusiasts recognize it as a living history book. Take this train, for instance. It used to plow through snow-covered tracks years ago, and now it resembles the coolest ride from a steampunk universe. The next discovery might not be so random, but it's still as amazing as any other. A massive aircraft carrier from 1975. This ship currently stays by the shore of the Yangtze River in China, but it's been in several countries during its active days. Picture this. You're scuba diving, checking out fish and sea creatures, when suddenly you come across a submarine. Well, this isn't just a daydream for these divers. During their recent dive, they stumbled upon this century-old vessel resting on the ocean floor. Believe it or not, it's a relic from World War I. Seeing that kind of historical treasure up close, now that's some serious luck. Someone seems to be lucky enough to find a vintage-style advent calendar. Okay, it's actually an old bank safe with a different kind of treasure in each box. After buying the safe, the guy starts each day with an amazing find. Just think about how much these things meant to the folks who owned them. Opening those boxes regularly and exploring the stories of people's lives. It's an emotion that you can't put into words. You know how attics are, full of random things like old stuff, tools, and books. But get this, the people renovating this house stumbled upon 10 bottles of whiskey that have been aging for a century up there. They'd stumbled upon a few bottles hidden in the walls before and became convinced that these are the remnants of Prohibition era. It's a stroke of luck that the previous owners never remembered where they stashed them. What's great is that there's something to celebrate those unique discoveries with. Renovation tip: check the walls thoroughly. A woman stumbled upon a secret door she had no clue existed. Now she has a convenient passageway to the back door, and the best part, she didn't even have to do any remodeling for that. When the metal detector beeped, it led the treasure hunter to an old and dirty glove. Instead of dismissing it as an error like others might, he chose to believe in the device, and it didn't let him down.
Ja, nice! Zo. Kijk dan. Die is mooi. Zo, en een steentje nog erin en al. Die is mooi.
Get ready for a story that could give you a fresh phobia, yet also convince you that lost items are never truly lost if you're determined enough. A lady in China tossed her garbage out and accidentally dropped a $16,500 diamond ring. She didn't realize it was gone for a few hours, and by then, all the trash had been taken away. Luckily, the workers acted quickly, spending many hours sifting through 13 tons of rubbish to find and return the jewelry to its owner. Now that's what I call a modern-day miracle. Ever heard the saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure? Well, some people actually make money from stuff they find in a regular dump.
Ой-ой-ой, какая-то техника, ребят. Это что, телефоны все? Нифига тут телефонов.
Well, the phones were fake, but guess what? There's a sweet modulator hidden inside them. And to top it off, the guy's wallet had a few $100. Imagine willingly venturing into a swamp. Sounds crazy, right? Well, these hikers did just that and hit the jackpot. They discovered a helicopter that had been sitting there for over 40 years. Back in '81, the crew had to make an emergency landing, and though everyone was rescued, the chopper had to stay put. Accidentally finding it today is absolutely incredible. When you take a stroll in the woods, what you'd least expect to come across is a huge abandoned tank covered in grass. Decades ago, tanks were brought to this island for defense, but luckily they were never actually used. Now, tourists can discover these tanks at various spots around the island, adding an exciting touch to their visit. Fact: there's more than just animals lurking in the woods. The person who filmed the video can vouch for that now.
Il y a l'énorme queue de l'avion. À tout moment, il y a encore les pilotes dedans. Faudrait essayer de retrouver le cockpit. Putain, regardez-moi, ça bouge encore. Waouh. Déjà là, il y a un autre bout de carcasse. Péter la gueule, il y a un autre bout de carcasse qui est juste ici. Faudrait qu'on trouve les...
You can tell right away that the plane crashed, and judging by all the graffiti, this guy isn't the first one to stumble upon it. But it looks like the forest is intentionally concealing the airplane behind a dense layer of foliage. Spotting it amidst all these leaves is nearly impossible, making this place a hidden gem reserved for the luckiest treasure hunters. Ah, a trip to the countryside. Beautiful scenery, fresh food, a submarine in a pond. Wait, what? This peculiar discovery was made in a small village, though locals hardly find it remarkable. For visitors, however, it's a startling find. Check out another secret room in our collection. They stumbled upon it by chance. Looks like it was the go-to hangout spot for teens, a perfect hideout from their parents. You can even spot their handprints. It's like a rad version of a treehouse.
Oh.